scientists on the
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be showing y'all this Glam V-Day look. So I hope you enjoy. Alright y'all, so first I'm starting off with my Mary Kay primer. So I always put this on underneath my foundation. And ignore me dancing and singing because I was listening to a good mix on YouTube. So now I'm going in with my e.l.f. eyebrow kits and just underlining the bottom brow and outlining the top as well, adding a little arch to it just because this is gonna be like a full face, a little glam look. So I want my eyebrows to be a little more dramatic. So we are just lining them and then we're gonna go in and fill them in. And y'all, this is my first time doing a voiceover, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to not listen to music, but then it's too boring. But y'all gonna see me jamming. And I was trying so hard not to sing. Alright, now we're using the brow spoolie and just going back and, brushing that out. Now I am getting my Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer. I like to use a lighter color for underneath my brows. The rest of my face, I still use like a color a little bit closer to my skin color, but just to make that dramatic look. So I don't put too much on the top because I don't want it looking too dramatic, but then I'm just using first I was using the angle brush. Now I have another flat brush to kind of just smooth that out a little bit more. So now we're going with my beauty blender and trying not to wipe off the brow, but this is just to kind of blend in that foundation a little bit more. I think it just does a better job. And then the angled brush, I definitely did get a little piece of brow, so I'm just touching that up. Brushing those brows out again. Now I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. You can find this at your local beauty supply store, wherever. I got it from Ulta because at Ulta you are able to actually try on the color. So this is a 322, which is Warm Honey. I do like this color. I definitely think this color goes better when my skin is a little bit more tan though. So, and on my other video y'all see I always use my hand to rub in my foundation, which I'm sure is not what would be recommended by the top anyways, but hey, it works for me. You can always use a foundation brush or a beauty blender as well though. And then you see me kind of just going down onto my neck. You always want to make sure you blend, you want everything looking like it's the same color. Okay, so I'm just making sure I got all of those spots. This is me looking for stuff. And now I'm just going to go back on top with a powder. So this is still Maybelline Fit Me, and I like to just do this to add a little bit more of that matte look to it. A little more coverage. Now I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This color is a little closer to my actual foundation and skin color. And I'm just putting this in the middle of my nose, forehead, under my eyes, chin, the places you want to highlight a little bit. Then I'm taking the darker color and I'm just going kind of in those spots that you want to, have those shadows. So on the outside of your nose, under your cheekbone, and kind of around your hairline. And now I'm taking my beauty blender and just blending all that out. So I do try to use one side of my beauty blender for the light colors and one side for the dark, just so that way you're not putting the color that you just blended on the opposite color, if you know what I mean. So we're just blending that line out. You don't want that super dark line. Now also don't use too much of the dark color because I just don't want that super dark, like you can tell that you put it there type of look. So now I got my LA Girl Pro, what is this? Highlight. Yes. So we are just putting that kind of on those same areas that you highlighted, and then I also put it underneath where you put that darker line. And we're going to let that sit there and bake for a little minute. And this really just helps, it kind of highlights those areas that you want to highlight, and it also gives it, takes away the greasy look, like it kind of just sets everything in place. So now I'm going back with the first lighter concealer color, And I am just putting that on my eyelids as a primer kind of base for my eyeshadow that I'm going to do. Y'all, I'm gonna work on being more organized because I was struggling trying to find the correct brushes I want to use. So now I'm just taking that brush and kind of just blending out that concealer. I'm using this Eyes on the 80s palette from BH Cosmetics. It has a lot of bright colors, so I really like that, like this color, like this palette. And I'm just going over the whole eyelid with a pink matte shadow. So this is for Valentine's Day, so I was being super pink, super girly. And I'm just putting that color all over. Alright, now I decided to just go ahead and brush off this, my baking that I'm doing, because I don't want it to be there for too long, because you will be looking super, super pale. So now I'm going in the crease with a darker pink color. So it's still pink, but it's just more of a darker, maybe like a mauve. I don't know if it's that dark. They don't really have names on these, it was a little cheaper. So now I'm just blending that out, kind of blending that darker color upwards. And as you can see, I still have that lighter color on the lid. So now I'm going in. I got this Avon Glimmer Shadow liquid eyeshadow, y'all. I love like liquid eyeshadow. Like it just sets in. It gives that same glittery look without glitter falling everywhere. So I thought that this was the perfect like little final touch. But I could have done it without this look as well, without this eyeshadow. Like just the two pinks was super cute to me. But this just added a little more glam. So now I'm going in with my Milani Strobe Light bronzer. I'm kind of using this as basically as a highlighter. It's kind of golden, not too much, not too super bright. And looking for something. What am I looking for? Okay. Using my spoolie just getting my brows together. I'm using K&R Beauty lashes in the Lash Ari. And I am ghetto. I do like to use some hair glue for my lashes, y'all. They stay in place, okay? Real good. And it dries a lot faster. So one thing about lashes, you gotta wait 30 seconds until it kind of gets a little drier before applying them. That used to be my one thing I used to always mess up on. And I did get a little bit of glue right there because I put a little bit too much. But the thing that I do like about the hair glue is it's kind of rubbery, so it literally comes off so easily. Other real lash glues are a lot more stickier, so it would have been stuck to the bottom of my eyelid. I wouldn't have been able to get it off. Just a whole mess. So the hair glue is super rubbery, and literally you can just pull off whatever little piece you accidentally get wherever. So now I'm just putting the other lash on, kind of pinching my real lash down so that kind of is as far down as possible so you don't have that gap in between your real lashes and your fake lashes. So now I'm just taking a liquid eyeliner and just kind of putting it on top of the lashes, kind of just make that lash line look a little more, less like a lash line and more like an eyeliner. Kind of blend them together. So now I'm going in with that dark pink color that I was putting in my eye crease, and I'm just going to go underneath my eyelash line. And now I'm just going to take some mascara to that bottom lash with the top of my mascara wand. So I decided that the first stuff I used, the bronzer, wasn't dramatic enough, so I went in with another highlighter just on the inner corner of my eyes and the top of my brow, or the top of my cheekbones. Now I'm going to use the K&R Beauty lip liner. It is in the color Nude. And my lips do have some like different, color. Like, how you have a little bit more brown on the outside. So I just was trying to do that to kind of make a foundation of my lips being the same color. And now I'm going in with my K&R Beauty lip gloss. And y'all, fix my eyebrows, y'all. Brows gotta be perfect, okay? They can never be perfect. That's why I keep going back over. Like, no matter how many times, but they're almost perfect. So that is the final look, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for my next video.